Moving on, in lesson L is what we refer to as dissecting an attack. Okay, it's not a physical thing. This is a concept or a philosophy that we go with, okay, or observation we've made. And what happens is when what this means, dissecting an attack, is we can break that attack down into certain sections of time or timing. And basically, what I'm saying is when someone starts an attack, okay, they start their attack. Let's call this the first quarter of the motion. Okay, first quarter of the motion. They're out here like this. Okay, if you try to parry or adjust your distance or try to parry, reach out and block my hand, other than moving forward, I have a chance to loop around and be able to hit. Okay, if I was to strike, and let's call this maybe half the motion. Okay, maybe I'm taking a step at that point, or I'm mid-step at that point. Okay, if he was to reach out and try to parry now, I can still loop around and be able to hit, or drop my angle and be able to hit. Okay. If he can wait, okay, until put your hands up, David. Okay, if he can wait until I am, let's say, 3/4 of the way and then parry, I'm kind of locked into my attacking motion, and my arm's too straight now to really kind of loop around and to disengage, what we call disengage. Okay, so once again, if he tries to parry, let's say in the first half or first quarter of my attacking motion, okay, I'm going to loop around and I'm going to hit. Or once again, first quarter of the motion, okay, I'm going to drop and I'm going to go. If he tries to parry on half of the attacking motion, I'm going to loop around. Half of that motion, I'm still going to drop. If I get to, slow it down a little bit, if I get to 3/4 of the way, okay, and then he tries to parry, it's very difficult for me to try to disengage and go around the parry, because my arm is too committed to the attack, and my distance is too committed to the attack, and so is my body weight for me to really disengage. My arm is too lengthened out. Okay, and then anything past 3/4, okay, hold on, anything past the 3/4 is I'm going to start striking, and I'm definitely committed now. I can't, if he parries like right at the last second, I'm definitely not going to be able to disengage and make that into a second hit or a disengage, or even make this a feint. Okay? I could use this as a feint for the other hand, or the foot, or the knee, or the elbow, or something, but I can't use it for the same hand. Okay? And right now we're just talking about the one tool coming out. The jab is our example. So what this means is you want to wait as long as possible, then parry. And that way you kind of make the person commit to their attack. And if they're faking, then they'll stop before they even get that far out. Because nobody wants to get that far out if they're faking. They're trying to get you to reach your hands out. Okay? And that's what we call dissecting an attack. So you can kind of look and see where the safety point is to be able to parry, or where the danger point is for him to be able to fake and disengage and be able to counter basically your parry or your defense, right? So moving on, we're going to go into center line awareness drill, which is once again part of lesson N. Okay, so what this is we both stand with our feet. This kind of natural, kind of loose and natural. And the idea is you can have your hands up later on for like self-defense purposes, where you're scratching your nose, or scratching your hair, playing with your ear, your necklace, or something like that. Some nervous type of thing when you're talking to somebody. But right now we're just going to start with our hands down. That just makes it more harder. And what we're trying to be aware of is this center line. Okay. So referring back to dissecting an attack is if he puts his hand out, first of all, he can't touch me. Okay, so that means he has to step to me in order to touch me. Okay, so he goes back. So we're standing here like this, and what I want to do is, because the shoulders come together like this, okay, and the center line is open. Basically, this is how people usually punch from the shoulder, okay, to a triangle. What I want to do is I want to exploit that center line. Okay? So as he steps forward and he puts his hand out, I want my hand to come through center and hit center line. So therefore he's on the outside of my arm. Okay? And I have to keep my shoulder square. I'm not trying to turn into it. The more I turn into it, the more his hand kind of lines up, and we make kind of mutual lines. And I don't want the mutual line. I want my triangle as well. And that deflects that line. So going back, once again, standing like this, we got a little bit right there. Okay, we got a mutual talking distance here. He steps in to attack. I want to go through center line. as he steps in, I want to bring my hand up and come into center line. Okay? So once again, he's going to pick either side. I don't know what side he's going. I'm waiting, and then I go up. Okay? So slower, kind of take a step, David, and slowly lift your hand. I bring my hand up center line, right directly through center line. Okay, go back. Let's do it on the other hand. Okay, I bring it directly through this hole. See? Center line. Okay. Same hand, David. I don't want to do what he's doing and enter that same line that he's in. Now I'm punching from my shoulder just like he's punching from his shoulder. And we end up kind of binding. He might end up winning this exchange. I might win. Who knows? Okay? So I don't really necessarily want to touch his hand. I just want to get my hand and elbow on center. See? So I take and exploit that hole. Okay? So we're back here. So he's going to step in with either arm. Okay? And I want the same arm to go up. So this is the very beginning, right? So he steps in, trying to be aware of center line awareness drill. Okay? So go ahead and step a little faster and you reach a little bit. See? So I try to go in like that. Okay? Comes in, finger jab. Finger jab. Finger jab. Obviously, I'm not finger jabbing in the eye. That's why he keeps coming. But the idea is to take center line. Okay, step forward there. You don't need to step offline. Yep. Just exploiting center line. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we're going to add in our wusao, or our protective hand. So as he strikes, okay, I want my hand to come up. This is a safety barrier. Okay, you never know. Maybe he's make fist. Roll over like an overhand, David. Yeah, maybe he's doing something like that, right? Maybe you're asking, well, what if he rolls his hand over like this? Well, that's why we have a hand up. Okay, like I say, in the beginning, this is just to get the drill. When he steps in the very beginning, we're just very simply getting the alignment. We're being aware of center line, okay? But now he might actually throw a punch and roll his hand over, okay? So I need to have some sort of protection here, okay? I'm still taking center line. Move back a little bit. Okay, I'm still taking center line, but I just want my safety hand there. Okay, one more time, David, the same thing. Center line, but I still have my safety hand there. Okay, I don't know, he might be doing that. Then again, he might throw a straight punch. Okay, I don't know what he's doing, but I have this hand here just in case. Okay, so that's part 2 of the drill now. So it doesn't matter what side he goes with. Okay, I just want to make sure I have my hand on center. And when he punches, go ahead and punch with that one. Can I parry and then finger jab? Of course we can. Okay, but the idea is when he moves to be aware of that center line and get the attack out first. Okay, and we don't necessarily want to be, remember, dissected attack. He punches. I don't want to be reaching out and blocking. I want him to attack as close as possible, right? And then I have my hand here and I'm taking center. So as he goes, I don't obstruct it. I go with my own attack. The block is actually way back here in the 3/4 area, or the 100% area, or the full range area is where I'm parrying. Okay, 3/4 area. I'm not reaching out for it. Okay, so he goes back. He's stepping in, and I have my block. Okay. So continuing on, we go into using the stances now. I'm going to retreat into Dongbo, or I'm going to retreat into the Baizhang. Okay, while incorporating the center line awareness drill. Okay, so slowly as he steps in, so we have our mutual distance. As he steps in and he throws his punch, okay, I now want to step into my stance as we do this. Okay. So he comes in, and I want to step into my stance as we do this. Okay. And you do either hand. Okay. So like now, if he's stepping in, okay, and I'm stepping with the opposite foot backward, it's okay. Not a huge deal. Okay. What's more important is we have the same hand. Okay? I don't necessarily want to be doing this. Not yet. And we're trying to block and hit basically the same arm. Okay, even though we have our safety measure here. Okay, we're still trying to obstruct that center line on the same side he's attacking on. Okay. So moving back, he's coming in. Okay, and you're just trying to get into your structure, have your hand here, and occupy center. Once you occupy center, then you can continue up with your punching and your kicking and doing whatever you're doing. So we're here, we have a mutual distance. I'm standing there going, hey man, I don't want any trouble, da 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 da. He goes to attack, boom, I want to take center line immediately. Okay, I have my safety measure here like this. Now we can go in and we can do whatever it is that we want to do, whatever follow-ups that is, okay, in whatever range adjustment, okay? So, next thing I want to try to do is he steps in, okay, and I want to go finger jab, and then I want to kick the groin, okay, and then I enter back with a straight blast, okay? Back here, he comes forward, okay, I want to finger jab, kick the groin, and then I straight blast, okay? So he can come in with whatever hand. Okay. If I happen to go opposite, and I go back opposite leg, I still take center line. That's the most important thing. From here, I kick the groin, I go back in straight blast. Okay. Back a little bit. Okay. Take center line. Okay. From here, I want to kick the groin, and I want to straight blast. Okay. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to go forward. So now he comes forward with his attack, okay, and I want to take center line, but I'm going to go forward. I can trap the foot, I can step past the foot, and I want to clef or palm the face. You can punch it a little. So as he comes forward now, I'm going to take that center line when I go forward. Okay, so once again, he comes in, and I'm going to take center line and I go forward. Okay, I go forward. He comes in, I go forward. See, take that line. Let's go forward and cleft. See, so you grab the throat. Instantly, people kind of cringe up when you grab the throat. It's a very visceral, kind of natural reaction. Okay, so he's coming forward. Okay, I want to take the same side arm, always same side arm. Okay, it could be the different feet, that's fine. Okay, but it needs to be the same side arm. Okay, and there you straight blast, you go into your clinch, you do whatever you like. Okay, so we're here, we have that mutual talking range. I got my hands up, hey, I don't want any trouble, hey, relax, play with my ear, my nose, my necklace, got my hands in a ready position. As soon as he moves, he comes forward, I go forward. See, and then I want to be able to take advantage of him, okay? So once again, center line awareness, okay? He comes forward, okay, I can go backwards. Okay, he comes forward, okay, I can go forward and go into that attack, okay? But it's taking the center, I'm shearing through the center and taking the center and exploiting the fact that he's going to reach in this fashion, which is this way. Okay, I'm doing this, coming through the middle. Okay, all right.